up, Monday Family Cat here? Just letting you guys know that I miss you, and I'm asking for your help. Mr. Monday is a huge supporter of the Salem Children's Charity, but this year we can't have our annual Christmas party, so we're doing everything online. I need everybody from the Monday family to go check it out. www.biddingowl.com/Salem Children's Charity. We need your help. 100% of the proceeds going to the kids. Let's go!
Welcome to the I Love Monday show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday. The last Monday show of this horrible year, 2020. And who better to have up here but Will Noonan?
Hello! Oh. I'm a Christmas elf. I'm here with Mr. Monday. What's up, Charlie?
And not only that, first off, we got to give a shout out to Kat if we can donate to her charity for the kids.
Yes. How do people go about doing that? Do they contact us?
I think there was something on there.
BiddingOwl.com.
Something on an email and
Salem
stuff.
Children's Charity.
Reverse it and freeze the screen, but make sure you donate. It's the time of year.
Right into the show if you want to know how to donate some money to the kids in Salem. She's always raising money, always helping everyone, and she's a co-host on the show every once in a while.
That's right.
So that's for you, Kat, and the kids.
Tax write-off as well, so.
And not only that, you just bought a diamond ring, so you might have a little extra money lying around.
Yeah, I'm just flush,
The newly engaged Will Noonan.
That's right.
So when's the date?
You guys have, the studio's gotten bigger since I left.
Oh, look at these guys.
I know.
Who's that girl giving you the finger up there? She must be pissed.
This is my ex. They're all mad, man. I got a lot of them. That's right. I got engaged the other day over the weekend, and honest to God, not a joke, not a bit for the show, with a little help from you, Mr. Monday.
Oh,
yeah.
Monday!
You hooked me up with the great Jim the jeweler from Peabody.
Stolen diamonds. Yep.
Yeah. He got him. There was still some blood. He was like, no, but it was a super great experience, and I appreciate you helping me out.
No problem.
Like
Of course, whatever you need. So let me ask you, how'd you do it?
Honest to God, the people at home, I asked Mr. Monday, like off the air, I go, hey, do you know a guy who? And he goes, yes, I know a guy. Like, he didn't even let me finish the sentence. So that's the kind of guy Mr. Monday is.
So did you get down on one knee? How'd you do it? Did you have underwear on? Like how did it work out?
Got down on one knee. Did it at the Public House in Brookline. I want to shout them out too. They were like super nice. It was kind of funny. In the movies, you propose at a restaurant. It's like the whole restaurant stands up and cheers. But in 2020, it's just one guy just sipping an IPA in the corner. It's like, is this real? Am I really seeing this?
He's like, moron.
Yeah. He's like, did I hallucinate this? And it was kind of cool. And the waiters were excited. Everyone was excited because that kind of stuff doesn't even happen anymore, Was
she? Did she have any idea?
Zero idea. I mean, she knew I was going to propose one day, but in a weird. She asked me She asked me about it like the Friday before I did it. She was like, when do you think we're going to get engaged? And I was like, the thing was getting sized, and I didn't want to ruin the surprise, so I was like, I don't know, a couple of years. And then she ended up getting pissed, a couple of years. Like, geez, I thought we were on a shorter timeline than that. You know what I mean? I was almost like,
you should have been.
It's at the shop.
You should have been like next week. Next week.
I know. I almost was like, it was a real mental tightrope that I was on there, like I always am.
What's the pen writing on your hand?
That's Jim Colleton's name. I'm going to call him on my drive back. This is like inside comedy shit.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but there's a comedian, Jim Colleton, and I'm going to call him on the way home and have a little chat about comedy.
You angry about something with him or everything?
No, I got a real bone to pick.
That's an Italian thing, right?
No, you know what it is? It's like we're conspiring because he's doing some acting work, and he wants to know who's good and who's bad and who he can trust.
Right.
And I'm like, listen, just the men, don't trust any broads. That's the number one rule.
Right, you man.
Yeah,
you man. Don't trust no broads.
Yeah, and you just got engaged. All right.
That's right.
Nah, I know. I'm just kidding. I like to let it loose when I'm here.
McKlasky, how are you?
I'm doing great. Will's right. That's why I played my mother in my own biopic. It was just I didn't want any women on the set.
Yeah, McKlasky's like Shakespeare. All the men play women.
Yep. I am excited that the Be a Man guy offered to potentially throw a bachelor party for Will. So maybe we.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Hey, I'm the assistant planner if he's the head planner because
I'm
that's how it
excited.
goes.
I think it should be a Breaking Balls like production.
Holy
We
crap.
should do like a
Yeah.
Be a Man.
Jet.
You know what? Holy shit! Money making idea.
I got a donkey guy.
We do have a
First of all, I got a donkeyguy.com is the name of the website, but you should do Be a Man bachelor parties. Like, you hire some, you don't even hire strippers, you don't need a bar. Just call One Stop Shop and Be a Man bachelor party.
Yes.
He can handle it.
It's
It
a
makes
super
so much
fun
sense.
fucking
3
time.
days, 3 buses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 3 types of hepatitis by the end of it. But I will be the first, you can test all your shit on me.
Quick story about the Be a Man's wedding, his bachelor party. Somebody stole the bus. That's true. That's a true story. The
Took it
bus.
for a ride?
It was a cheese box and it got stolen.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need like a fleet of buses probably for this thing. So
Talk
in the
about your
chat,
bachelor party?
in the
Nope.
chat, if you want to come, if you're listening and you're in the chat and you want to come to the bachelor party, the Be a Man, Will Noonan potential bachelor party. Let's see if
That could be cool.
type 2 for interest.
If we
can
started
get
like
something good going.
advertising for that,
I
We
think it's
drive
like
till it's
Pauly
legal.
Shore's beach parties. Remember those? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, right.
Dude, we almost did one this summer. Remember that?
This will be bigger than
We
Gronk's
planned
party.
that.
Fucking
you
A,
kidding
right?
me?
I'm bigger than Gronk in every possible way.
What do you think? When do you think? Do you know when the date is? Or you're not sure?
Oh, no, but you know what? Honest to God, we're going to do a courthouse thing. We were going to do that before COVID. We're those type of
That's
people.
cool.
We were like,
Yeah. That's a great type.
We were like, let's do the
Best type.
courthouse wedding and then have a little party, get together, and people can hang out. But we're not into. I mean, nothing against it, but we're both sort of like low key in that way and not into a big wedding. We both go to a lot of weddings, so I think we go to so many. We're like, let's not add one more.
That you broke.
That we're also broke at the end. Yeah, no one's like paying for it, so we're just like.
One piece of advice with weddings: it's scallops and bacon. Got to do scallops and bacon. That's it. That's all
Klasky,
I
your
have.
wedding, you must have been like, I can only imagine how you were at your wedding.
Well, we had to wait until it was legal, obviously, and
Right.
I didn't know that I was seasick until we were already 200
flight
miles
to
from
Thailand was
any side of
expensive for
land.
everybody.
And my significant other ended up just spending the night with the rest of the boys there. It was
She's a nice island girl, I will say.
she is known for her coconuts.
Did you guys hear the Brady podcast? He had a podcast. Somebody, I don't even know whose podcast it was, but they asked him all sorts of questions. And he came up and he's like, I will never live in the Northeast ever again. And people are pissed about it.
Tom said that.
But
Tom
I mean,
Brady.
I can't be mad at the guy because
Not at all.
how many times you said, why do I live here? I should live in
Yeah,
Florida.
I mean, and he played out in the snow.
Now he's living in Florida. He's around the good weather, so it's like,
Yeah.
he's happy.
He's from California originally,
Why do
and
we
he came
still?
here.
I mean, I thought one of the good things about him leaving was like we don't have to run his fucking words through a microscope anymore.
People are pissed off
about
at
everything
Tom
he
Brady,
said.
about everything. And then Giselle, he's like, they asked him if he made love to Giselle during game days, and he said, I'm not going to
They
say
asked him that?
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Wow.
not going to say that I didn't.
You wouldn't get that
He
up.
goes, I'm not going to say that I didn't. He says, but, so.
I bet Tom Brady is he probably makes a lot of the same sounds in bed that he makes like on the snap. Yeah. He's a little more high pitched.
Yeah, he's high-pitched.
Come on!
I bet he doesn't get bonus.
You're the best, Giselle!
He gives bonus. Did you ever hear?
Who's the MVP?
Did you ever hear Edelman do an impersonation of Brady? It's pretty good. Yeah.
That's your boy, right? You and
Well,
Jules.
I met him, but he couldn't catch my pass. Klaus, who do we have for Miss Monday this week?
Miss Monday this week is a beautiful young woman. Let's take a look at her picture right there. The thighs, the legs, the ass, the face. This is a beautiful woman right here. She's a Swampscott native. She's a diehard Boston sports fan. She loves golfing, fine dining, and traveling to warm destinations. She says she might not be everybody's cup of tea, but she is somebody's double shot of tequila.
I think she's everybody's cup of tea. That was a nice.
Shit,
That
shit.
was like a little nice self-deprecating. Usually, Miss Mondays aren't like self-deprecating
Yeah,
like that.
no, not at all.
They're
It's,
like,
it's
I'm
all
everybody's
yoga.
cup of tea.
and-
Fucking drink my tea.
I like the look away. She's got that like look away, and she's got the leather pants on.
Yeah.
I think Haley's my favorite Miss Monday I've ever seen. Man, she's a classic Swampscott beauty. Right
What's
there.
funny is she sent me a message and she said to say hello to my son and his wife because she knows them from Swampscott, but I never knew her.
Your son
How
has
you
a
doing?
wife.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I'm surprised you have a son old
She's
enough
got
to
the
have
Olivia
one.
Newton-John
grandson.
pants on.
Really?
yeah.
Wow, learning things here in
Right?
this episode.
Carlo, Grease was the last movie you watched, right?
Yeah, but I watched the one with Sean Penn, Colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched that. So
So
those are
those
the
two,
last two
whatever.
movies I've watched.
Those doesn't look like Olivia Newton-John's pants in Grease
Oh yeah,
right there.
yeah. She had a good tush.
She did.
She really did.
And so does Miss Monday.
What's-
And it's brought to you today by Cafe Apolito, located at 242 Humphrey Street in Swampscott. Head down today for the most amazing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tell them Mr. Monday sent you.
You know
Great,
what?
great macaroni, and she made us homemade cannolis tonight too. Did you see them?
Is she make those?
She made.
I ate
not
those.
her. Not her.
Oh.
The food sponsor.
I was gonna
It's
say-
Cafe Avellino.
I was like, wow, hot, and she can cook.
Will's engaged. He can't eat those cannolis anymore.
I was gonna say,
look at Haley's got some nice hair going on too, though. Look
she's
at that.
dope. The only thing in this picture that's not hot is that fireplace. Hey,
That's for
jokes.
sure. That's for
Jokes.
sure. All right, Klutz, what else we got?
We've been checking in on the Be a Man movement. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This fucking guy is blowing up. He's gotten over 200,000 followers in less than a month.
Wow.
And 15 million views.
Holy shit.
Okay? We want to check in on some of this week's best fan comments. These are some suggestions that we got from people. The page is helping men that have a tough time defining what it is to be a man. Lens Leon writes, every time a new one comes out, referencing these Be a Mans, his balls drop a little bit lower than their current swing, and his knees, they're starting to swing like a pendulum, and he thinks this is because of the Be a Man account. He wants to say thank you.
Dude, doesn't surprise me.
He's becoming an icon for a lot of these hillbilly people.
Oh,
know?
it's the hillbillies thing?
Well, it's a little bit of everyone. It's not just hillbillies.
For testosterone.
But
I
people
mean,
are loving this guy.
People say I have a redneck. I'm a Northeast redneck, and I definitely love Be a Man. I mean, ask anyone around here.
You said it like way back.
I'm an OG. That's Joe. Like, I was like, you could get me in here. Like, I used to, I mean, I don't know. I've just always thought it was the funniest.
I think
fucking
Lens
thing. I still
Leon.
do.
Lens Leon, send in a picture of your nuts to us.
Sit
please.
on dirt.
Yeah.
We want to see him.
Let's
Send
see
it
how
in.
low they're swinging.
Put it on the Be a Man page, okay, on
You know
TikTok.
what? I want it.
Let's
like
see how it works
a
out.
silhouette. Like, get a sheet, right? Put a light on it, and you stand behind it. I want to see the shadow of your nuts.
Can we go
Send your
one?
nuts over. Be a man.
That's not gay that
Do you
way.
guys know how Be a Man lost his tooth, by the way? No one even asked a nunchuck. He got hit with a
Really?
nunchuck.
What
He
do
got
you
hit with a nunchuck in a fight, and he was working the door at a bar. Guy came in with a nunchuck. But let me tell you, he caught the nunchuck with his mouth and then gave that guy a beating.
Was the bar in feudal Japan? Was it like?
No, it was an
Yeah, like
Asian guy in Lynn, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
All
Who
right,
knew
all right.
karate? He like took it at the Y.
like
It
you
was
were
like
in
a
he was
beginner's
in-
class. He went
was
after
in a
him.
Quentin Tarantino.
And then the Be a
movie.
Man guy just like pulverized him.
Go for justice.
Pulverized the guy. It's a great word, pulverized. Isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I mean, when you think of pulverized, you think of the Be a Man guy.
Other than the Be a Man guy, you described the second scariest person was a guy from Lynn that's been taking karate at the
Yeah.
Y.
Took it at the Y, this guy.
Fucking terrified of
He's
those
like,
guys.
and he
I want to come in the back, and you're gonna let me.
Fluff was from Lynn, not Swampscott, you fucking asshole.
He didn't have an Asian name, but he was Asian, so you knew he was a pussy.
Oh, that's even
You know.
worse.
Whoa,
Think
that's
about
weird.
it, you know.
Not a lot of times you see
What's up, DeFaz?
white guys being Asian.
Do you know Haley, who was Miss Monday?
Was a quarterback for the Patriots in the 70s.
Haley's father played
shit.
quarterback for the
Yeah,
Patriots
yeah.
in the 70s.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense. Hey, how are you there?
No wonder she's so athletic looking.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
This next fan was a beta for many years, but he started watching Be a Man religiously. He writes, I've followed your advice from all of your vids, and I'm now known as the alpha male in my town.
Braden. You turned
That's
a Braden
Braden.
into a Brad. I love that.
A Chadwick into a Chad.
Now, I would just love to know what town that this guy lives in.
It can't be that tough, right?
I mean, who knows? It could be a town of 300 people. It could be a town of 20,000 people.
I do think though these kids are onto something. When you watch Be a Man, it's like drinking black coffee. It's like drinking whiskey straight. It's like cutting your knees in the backyard. It makes you more of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just by watching Be a Man, you are more of a man.
So I grew up with Be a Man guys, my older brother. So
Of course.
what's that make me? Be a man.
I mean, you two.
I had to be a
together-
man. I had no choice.
It's kind of funny, the two of you guys. Do you think this is going to come between you? Like, are you guys in a fame battle? Do you guys ever...
He can have it all.
Do you guys ever get back to the house, like, the Be a Man house? You're like fucking...
I got more followers than you. Be a man.
You're, like, both laying on the trampoline, drinking Coors Light, like... Which one of us is more famous?
He drinks Jack Daniels. I drink the Coors Light. That tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, but
Right?
I think it's kind of cool that you guys are, like, both... have blown up so much, and it's funny to see Be a Man. Like, I was reading on, because I follow on TikTok too, downloaded TikTok just for this.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, I love the comments, and I love, like, these
Yeah.
random people.
The Be a Man guy's blown up more than anyone. He's unbelievable. He's
For
doing
me,
great.
it's like I loved a band. It's like loving a band for a couple of years and being like,
Yeah.
like, I knew when people heard this band, they were going to love it.
Get on there and comment on him. Too,
Listen,
because
he'll
you
have 1
can-
million followers before you know it.
Oh, definitely. And you can get famous just by commenting on him. I see some of these people, they write a 3-sentence thing and they get 60,000 likes. So go on there, make comments, and share that shit.
We got one more?
Yeah, this is actually, we've been encouraging people to come up with their own Be a Mans.
This is a
This
great
is the
one.
best one. These are user submissions. We get them
this
every
is
week.
dope.
Send yours in. This one is, don't wear a life jacket, just drown.
That's classic. Classic.
You mean we didn't make that one up? That was actually somebody
That
else?
was sent in by Red Tristan.
Red Tristan.
And Red Tristan killed it.
Wow.
He really did that. That is the essence of being
Yes.
right there.
That's
It's
one of the top 3
concise.
Be a Mans I've ever heard in my life.
Like
Yeah.
I had this. I always talk about like when you're a kid in high school and you're like friends driving drunk and you're in the car and you're like pretty sure they're gonna kill you, but you're just like, be a man, don't say anything. You know what I mean? Like you're in your mind, you're like, I should say something, just like let
Like,
me out.
my dad would be so mad for me being in this car.
Yeah.
He would be even more mad if I said, please let me
Yeah,
go.
yeah, exactly. Like, dude,
I know, I've been in some hairy situations.
it's nothing.
I went up one time. We were driving. This kid was 3 of us in a Fiero, and we were driving into Boston. I don't think any of us had our license, and we drove into a pole. And like, here's the pole, and here's the Fiat. I mean, not the Fiat. The Fiero was like that, like friggin',
Oh, shit.
like bad.
Wow.
We should have been dead. So we get out of the car, and everyone comes over. People dragging us out. And I was fine. And then we like, I'm like, and I said to the kid, I go, Jeff, let's get the hell out of here. Let's just say your car gets stolen. I go, your mother won't know. This and that. Boom, boom, boom. And so like we got a cab. We jump in the cab. Everyone's looting the car. It was like they were taking. His mother had golf clubs in the back. They were taking everything out of there. But we should have been dead. And that's
Jesus
like one
Christ.
story.
I had
have
one
like
of those
5 of those.
in high school one time. Me and my buddy were buying ecstasy from this like dude in Mattapan.
How's it feel on that stuff?
It feels good. I met a girl when I was on it, and I dated her for like 2 years, and I always remember thinking, I wonder if I just don't even like this chick, but it was just like really
Did
good
you
shit.
ejaculate when she touched your arm?
No, nothing like that.
I thought that's how it was. With
Nah,
that
it was
stuff.
just kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's been so many years too, but anyway.
That's just what I tell guys to experiment.
We did it a lot. Like we did it a couple times in like '99, 2000, because it was kind of like no one knew. Anyway, long story short, we're buying it from this dude we used to buy it from, and we're in his car, and he's like, he's like this gangster-ish type dude, but he's selling to these white high school kids. But anyway, we're in the car, and he gets like a, what? And he like fucking pulls off and starts driving crazy. He's like in a rage driving someplace with us in the car. And I thought I was dead. Like I was like, this is it. I'm gonna die in a drug dealer's car in Mattapan. My dad's a cop. Like my mom's gonna like think I'm a drug addict for the rest of my life. I just started furiously masturbating until he forced me to leave the car. No, I made it through. It's one of those things. I was a man about it. I just like
Kept your mouth shut.
clammed up,
Yeah.
and we drove to some like neighborhood I've never been to, and he like got out, he like yelled at some girl for a while, like got back in, he's like, oh, he like forgot we were even there, you know what I mean? He's like, oh. I brought 3 white guys really deep into the hood. I gotta go. Like drove us home.
I saw your Honda commercial the other day.
Yeah.
Some serious hair in that commercial.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Got some serious hair, man.
Oh, yeah.
Going for
Fluff-
that.
do they like fluff you up before?
Fluff me. Huh?
Not in those videos. Not in
How
those.
about, yeah. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. You gotta check out some new Christmas Be a Mans. These things are great for the 13 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're right
baby.
back to shoot the shit after that.
Yeah.
Don't get your kids any presents this year. Tell them Santa got COVID. Be a man. If you get invited to an ugly sweater party, show up in a wife beater. Be a man. Tell somebody you hate do you have a Christmas present for them. When you get to their house and they open the door, elbow them in the head. Be a man.
So Christmas. Now, do you have to buy your fiance a Christmas present because you just got her a ring?
Yeah, we just talked about this today. Actually, I don't have to I'm gonna get her a little something, but
Not enough. Something territory.
Come
like
on, bro.
$100. Spend $100 on it.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, no, that's a big purchase. Oh, so I paid cash too.
Did you get a discount?
Yeah, of course.
I did.
Gangster.
I paid cash and I drove. So I went to a bank in Southie. Take out all this. It was the most cash I'd ever. I mean, and I was a bartender and stuff like that. I held but this was the most I'd ever had of my own at once. Like, I'm taking it to Peabody, and it was like, I've never been carjacked, and nothing bad ever happened.
Thinking about it?
You just think. There was this guy in the bank when I got it. He was like a 60-something-year-old like contractor, and I could see him kind of like watching him count out all this dough for me. And you could
Thought
see
maybe he was gonna like try to.
and then I saw him in the park lot, and I was like, the guy's probably never mugged anyone, but even I almost wouldn't even judge him for it because this is like so much cash.
That's Carlo's other brother.
He could have like so much fun with this money. So
How about Klaus? What about you? Did you guys do your shopping and you wait till the last minute?
Christmas is over. I'll be making an announcement about it tomorrow on my social media.
Telling
if
the
anybody
kids,
wants to
yeah.
see that. Yeah, I'm just going to spell it all out, make sure everybody's on the same page. I'm canceling it, so
You are for yourself or for everybody?
anybody that gets the message.
Okay.
You'll want
now,
it.
why though? Oh, you want to wait till tomorrow?
It's not worth getting into.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
get
2020,
COVID vaccines for everybody
Because
in
of
this room.
2020, or just because of personal reasons?
I'm using 2020 as an excuse to just reset everything.
Okay. Everything should have been reset for this
I
year.
think so. I think we should think forward, come up with some new ideas, new holidays, new traditions, and maybe we'll see a little bit more of that.
I like shopping right at the last minute, though. To tell you the truth,
Yeah.
it's,
My dad always did
it's
that.
exciting for me.
my dad used to go to
Yeah.
Downtown Crossing on like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Do all his
Shit's
Christmas
lit.
shopping.
That's some fucking crazy.
Every
That's
year.
That's a man
hardcore.
move.
That's a be a man move.
Yeah.
That is a nappy-headed move.
Sometimes my dad would give my mom like those like travel shampoos, like when you go to like Walgreens, there's that
The ones that
one
are
aisle.
99 cents?
Yeah, it's like oh look, honey,
like
I got
a-
you all this little fucking mouthwash and shampoo.
Sounds
I'm
like our
like-
father, Phil.
and I was like, oh mom, like what a lucky lady.
Towels.
You won't need scope for a week. You won't need scope until Thursday. That's amazing.
I asked the Be a Man guy what he wanted for Christmas. You know what he said?
What?
Brown towels.
Because they decide dirt.
Be a man. Ask for brown
Why
towels.
brown? Why not white?
Yeah,
I
like
don't- you
brown
know?
towels. Why not? I know why.
I know.
We're getting advice from. We're getting some advice from the chat where you're not supposed to call a wedding ring a gift
Well, because you can't get it back.
because then you can't get it back.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
a little friendly advice from the Breaking
Well, he
Balls
did-
chat.
Well, he didn't give it to her on Christmas. He gave it to her before Christmas because
That's
he's
true.
he's frugal. He spent all that money.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes, that is like a legal thing where they're saying that you have to don't say that it's a gift ever, especially on
Make sure
on
you
a
insure-
show.
record. Yeah.
You got to make sure you insure that on your policy.
We are, yeah, we did that, yeah.
That was friend of the show, John McCallum. Thanks for that tip.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. That was part of fucking my lawyer, John. That was a,
He's like,
he's just piping in. He's like, and also don't mention, don't mention your impending lawsuit with.
Not only is he a lawyer, he's also the head of Mass General, remember?
yeah, I remember him. That's
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh, that guy was great. What a great doctor. What a fruit.
Wait, it's a long story.
Let's shoot the shit. What do we got?
Chinese flight attendants are told to wear diapers to avoid contracting COVID-19 on the toilet. Remember back in the day, they tell you can catch everything from the toilet, you catch herpes, you catch all that stuff, and everybody's like, that's bullshit.
Crap.
China doesn't think that. China's making you cover your ass with a diaper if you're going to be on a long flight, and the stewardesses that's bringing you over your food is just pissing in her diape.
Theory.
What's the theory?
Theory is it's not that you're getting the COVID from the toilet seat. You're getting the COVID from going into the telephone booth size room that everyone on the plane goes into.
Yeah.
So when people go in there and they sneeze, even if you go in there like 20 minutes later, you're in like the chamber of germs.
Chamber of farts at that
Chamber of
point.
The
farts.
normal
that's-
Chinese, like there's normal Chinese people. And What's goes on? What's going on with them is they know that all the bad craftsmen come from China, so
Yeah.
like they're really overprotecting themselves. The ones
Okay.
who are conscientious.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Do you know what I'm saying, Klusk?
Those bathrooms, I'm small. Like, you guys are both way bigger than me, and I feel like a fucking giant in those airplane
I
bathrooms.
sweat like hell in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just hate flying in
Especially when you
general.
have to take a dump.
Yeah, it's horrible because you like.
That's actually my. I feel like
There's
I,
always like a little piss on the floor. So like when you pull
course.
your pants down to go number 2, you have clothes gets in the urine on the floor.
I
It's
feel like I
disgusting.
didn't get my money's worth of my
Pulling
ticket
legs
if I
apart
don't
so they
if I don't
don't
ta-
slide down.
if
Yeah,
I
it's
don't take a
horrible.
dump, it's not worth the price of my ticket. I'm there to do it all.
Really.
Yeah. I want peanuts. I want a drink. I want to fucking cover my eyes, and I want my fucking stewardesses to be wearing diapers.
You've been misunderstanding the Mile High Club for like 10 years now. Just keep dropping a dump every time. And it's...
What's the next one, Clark?
The country's highest priced paid sex worker is suing the state of Nevada because they won't open the brothels back up. She says that it is discrimination to sex workers that even during this pandemic, they will not open the doors to the facility the same way that she will open her legs to anybody with $13.
I mean, she could probably make money on the side out of her own home.
Yeah, what
like,
the fuck is she?
Oh, she can make it on the side,
whining
bent over a
about?
table.
Like improvise.
Bunny Ranch. She's at the
Improvise,
Bunny-
you prostitute. I mean, seriously.
She's the most highest paid at the Bunny Ranch, huh?
Self-proclaimed.
That's scam.
Yeah.
Been to Vegas?
Oh yeah.
What about the girls that are out there? It's like, you know, you kind of feel sorry for them. Like
It's
they
a
fly
tough one.
in from like
the LA?
Nevada, like wherever,
LA, yeah.
Montana, LA.
That's why I buy 'em so many
Pennsylvania.
drinks.
It's just, sometimes it's, I've talked to some of them, like, you know, they tell you their story. Oh yeah, I'm a college kid, you know, this and that. And they
Yeah.
look, I mean, they either con me or they're telling the truth. I mean,
No, I went when I was like 19 or 20. Yeah, no, when I was like stripper with a heart of gold, you know.
Yeah.
They always tell you that. Oh, I'm just paying. I just want to go to medical school, you know.
let me just get something clear. I'm talking to them to find out what's going on, not because, not because I'm looking for a job. Okay.
All right.
We send Carlo on
Do
a
I
lot
look like
of
I need a hookup?
journalistic-
Okay.
Carlo's like, you know, just researching a book about strippers that he plans to write one day.
Never get a hookup. Be a man.
Be, or get one all the time. Be a
Always
man. Like,
Either way.
which is it?
But like, how could
double-edged
this?
sword.
Like, are restaurants doing this as well? Because some people can't open or they can't serve the way they normally would. Are they suing the same way that this brothel is? Are they just jumping on a
I
bandwagon?
think a lot of people are trying to do lawsuits. I just don't know how it's going to work out.
Because I know that
Can't
the
fight City
Chinese
Hall.
food place in Saugus can't open up their buffet, but this lady could potentially open up her legs for a buffet
She's got a buffet.
because that's only one person, right?
Right.
They both smell like clams from a distance.
She's got a good crab room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean, the strippers, and no one's making any money.
I guess but it's like, of all the people, right? It's like, lady, you're a hot chick. Like, go on the internet and make some fucking money. It's
That's-
like,
Well, here's
Yeah.
the other deal. It says here that you were the highest paid hooker there. You can't make it like 3 months off of the highest paid hooker salary.
also get a fucking Robinhood account and start investing some of that money from 2019.
Yes.
Or let me guess, maybe she's not the smartest chick in the world, you know? I'm just guessing.
You know what? I'm going to counter that with she's smarter than all of us because she knows this is bullshit. She put this story out, and all of us are going to go Google jack off to her
Who
later.
is the highest
And she's going to
paid?
make a bunch of money.
Do hookers have, like, husbands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't make a whole housewife.
I think they have daddies. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, do they, like, have a real relationship with, like, a husband, and then, but then they're like, okay,
You know,
I'm going
now-
to work, and they're like, okay, take care. Hope
think
you make fucking
nowadays
50
they-
grand today. Like, is that how-
Nowadays, yeah.
Like, I ain't going to hit a bitch if I come home and ain't nothing on the table right when I get home. But see, like, if she was out hooking when she was supposed to be making macaroni and cheese, then everything cool. But if I come home and she just sitting there watching some fucking TV show she's already seen like 13 times, bitch probably going to get a hand. So that's the type of situation where it would work like that.
Sounds like a good relationship.
It's
If
great.
your wife's a porn star, it's like kind of cool. If your wife's a hooker, you're kind of like a cuck.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're setting you up like a porn star that you know who you're going to be sleeping with. It kind of, it's
And
like,
you're like making.
yeah. But if you're out there, you get some
It's a
stranger.
roll of the dice the other way.
Yeah, you some stranger with a wart in his
It's like
dick.
your friend. It could be
Yeah.
like your boss.
Yeah.
Got a hand, you know?
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, you don't even think how it like starts to pollute your own little pond there.
Oh, for sure.
And you have
especially
to
if
get, I
you're
mean,
not-
if she's going to make a good wage, you're going to have to pollute your pond.
Right.
Pollute your pond. That's like your drain the swamp. Don't pollute the pond. Fuck hookers
similar,
2 towns over.
But like, you know,
Keep
like
your pond clean.
when your kid needs to sell Girl Scout cookies and like you have like this fantasy that you're gonna sell them other than to people than your immediate neighborhood and family, it's like the same thing.
This is kind of racist, but I went to a Asian like massage place once in my younger days, and then I kept thinking that I was seeing the woman who gave me the massage like everywhere I went. But then I realized I was just in Quincy.
No, but maybe she just might have looked similar to other. She might have looked similar to certain people.
No, she did. Like she was like a 40-year-old Asian lady, and then when you realize that they're everywhere and they often look
Was she in good shape?
to a guaylo like myself, they look the same. You know,
Do you think there's any normal hookers?
Of course.
Julie Roberts.
Like, do you think there's something messed up with them that happened to them as kids?
I think
I think
so.
it's like a fighter. You get 10 good ones, and then you start to like lose it from there. Do you know what I mean? Like if she's only
That's actually a
hooked
really
10
good
times,
point.
she could keep her shit together maybe later, and like be really good and care about stuff because she's like, oh, I saw the other side.
You remember?
But you go in that 13th fight, that 14th
Yeah,
fight.
like just get greedy.
The bone structure isn't the same.
Do you think
You're
they
getting
recovery.
Parkinson's.
do they fake sex?
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever see those old HBO? Remember, like HBO used to do those documentaries back in the day, like Street Walking, Streetwalker.
Real sex.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good shit.
Yeah, those were some dark. Like that made it go like, damn, that's a fucking. Like,
yeah.
It's like a sad ass job because I think like the average dude like goes to a hooker maybe once in a while. You know, you're sad, whatever. But there's dudes out there who are doing it like.
On the reg.
There are like gross ass dudes out there. who
They
are
think that's a
going-
girlfriend.
They're going constantly, you know.
They could have got a girlfriend for cheaper. They just did. It's like when somebody tricks you into a lease. It's like, oh, dude, you could have bought that car outright. Why are you paying $240 a month for that? What are you doing?
Here's another question: do you take a dump if you're about to do it, right? Do you still take a dump? Do you give her that courtesy?
Like
You would
crap in front of
Like
her?
if you're about to go have sex with a regular chick, you don't take
Okay.
a dump. You hold it, you know. But if you're paying for
What
it,
if you have to fart?
Okay.
Oh,
I
if
like
you-
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Fill the bathroom up.
Blow it up, right? I'm saying like it's like taking your car to get it like worked on. Do you clean it up for the mechanic? Probably. But if you're really paying a lot and the mechanic like is ripping you off, you're like, you clean that shit.
Full dump.
Yes.
Sounds like this happened to you.
I know. I'm like,
Yes.
it's like an old. I was like trying to do like an old bit, and it like didn't work. But
It sounded
Good
pretty-
analogy.
It sounded pretty good. What's next, Klusk?
An evil stepmother reveals that she wants her fiance to get rid of his 4-year-old daughter because she looks like her late mother and she might outshine their future kid. She's afraid that their future child will be not as pretty as his ex-girlfriend or whatever.
that mousy-looking beast of a woman right there is the one that's saying that.
I can't believe this
That is
happened
her.
in the United States. I figured this would happen somewhere else.
Get rid of a 4-year-old daughter. Like a 4-year-old daughter's old enough to say, I don't want to go, right? Like they
Look
talk
how
and
cute
everything.
the little girl is. You want to get rid of her with her curls?
I think it's.
That's mean.
I think this is like one of those things a lot of stepkids probably have to deal with. You know what I mean? If you look like, let's say you're like, you know, your wife hates your ex-wife, and you look just like that
Yeah,
person.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
That'll piss you off. You know, like you ever see someone who like looks like a dead person, you know, and it like chills you? Like they're like could be like you ever get a hooker that looks just like a dead person, you know? Your butt's all covered in shit and you don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, that's a
But I've had that on stage. I've seen people in the audience that looked like dead people that I've known, and it like, cause you know, you see 1,000 million faces over the years, and I've seen like people that were such doppelgangers for other people, it like startles you for a second, and then I stop the show and I'm like, turn up the lights.
What's next, Klusk?
That probably happens a lot, right? Do you think that happens a lot? I mean, like people come out of relationships, they have a kid, and then they're like, I don't like looking at you.
I knew a guy growing
Without
up.
them
People are angry.
Yeah.
I knew a guy growing up who had this problem. I swear to God, his mother, he was like, his mother like had an abusive relationship or something with this guy, and the guy took off, got her pregnant and took off and never saw him or anything, but he looked just like the guy, and his mother like kind of fucking hated him. Like his mom like used to get drunk and be like, you're just like your father, and he was a bastard and you're a bastard. Like, you know what I mean? It was like real dark fucking Mystic River shit. Yeah. So that's real, I bet.
I think that happens.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's just honest. She's just so trashy. She's honest about it. If she were like a rich person, she'd be like, like that'd be it. Like, you look too much like her.
Yeah.
But keep it in. You know what I mean? But since she's like just like a fucking inbred like with big ears, she's like, I'm gonna fucking put this on the news.
If she was rich, she'd just give the maid a bottle of bleach and be like, put this in her oatmeal every day.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd put her in the other wing so she'd have to see her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like send her off to
know?
boarding school or something.
Right.
But
All right, let's do another one. A house's value in England went up 20 times overnight because of a unique paint job. Aileen Macon, who's 57 years old, they were going to sell their house, and like a couple nights before they had it like almost locked in for a sale, Banksy,
Wow.
the artist, spray painted on here what looks like somebody blowing a sneeze out and their teeth come
Benches.
falling out. Banksy is such a revered artist that the house almost 20 times now worth $7 million.
I was gonna say now that's
It went from $500,000 in value to $7 million because this little girl's painting on there.
yeah. That's I would be shocked if Banksy didn't know about the sale of the house and all that stuff because he
Yeah.
always like does
You
stuff
heard of
like
Banksy?
this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually have a book that he wrote.
Kyle, have you ever heard of him?
Never.
So he'll just like he's
Really? You
almost
never heard of him?
Never.
Oh wow.
basically like a graffiti artist.
Be a man. Don't know who Banksy is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who Michelangelo is, Leonardo da Vinci, but who's this guy?
Yeah,
He does art, and it's not that it's not good art, but it's more tied almost to like where it is, how it's done, and I'm not really an art guy, but he can instantly add value. So like if you're building a building anywhere and you can get in touch with this guy,
Right.
No one knows who Banksy is. That's the other thing.
I've heard
Yeah.
of this guy, but I didn't know that was his name.
A lot of people say it's multiple people or whatever.
he
but
sent in a couple of fan arts, and we just never show him because
like who's this fucking
yeah,
guy?
You bring too much value to the show.
yeah.
Don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
But
Good job, Banksy.
That's
yeah,
cool.
like he just. How, I would like to hear more about these people with the house too. Like they might, maybe, like you said, Will. There's probably like a really touching story there as to why you would bother doing this, because other people could probably use it right now. Otherwise, Banksy just doesn't like to do research.
What does Banksy
Yeah.
charge for the paint job?
Banksy did something.
It's illegal. He
Banksy-
sneaks. It's like
Because
spray
you
paint.
graffiti.
Yeah.
He did something cool. It's like also like performance arts. He did something really cool one time where he sold. He doesn't normally sell stuff at galleries or at auctions. It's all like in the wild like this. But he did one where he sold a painting at a gallery, and they had this big auction, and it sold for like $4 million. And the second that they said sold, and the guy like signed the paper, the painting activated and started to shred itself. So once the guy had paid for it, the painting destroyed itself.
Yeah.
And like that is the art.
It's wonderful.
It is alright.
Banksy's something.
Banksy's something else, man.
All right.
What's the last one?
Iranian zombie Angelina Jolie. It's an Instagram star. She was jailed for a decade after a year. She was arrested over her social media activities.
Good lord.
The Instagram star was first arrested in October 2019 for edited pictures. Sahar Tabar quickly gained followers as Angelina Jolie Zombie. She was charged in Iran with blasphemy, inciting violence, gaining income through an inappropriate means, and encouraging youths to corruption. So she, did a cosplay essentially, and now she's going to go to jail.
That's
for a
all
very
through
long time.
Facetune and like makeup and stuff. That whole
Yes.
thing. Wow, what a.
So she was doubling Angela Jolie.
I mean,
like,
at
all
first.
BS stuff.
Yeah.
No, not Dublin. That would be Irish. This is Iran.
Oh, okay.
She. Yeah, that's. I mean, man.
I'm not a fan of Angela Jolie, anyways.
You like this?
Angela Jolie.
I don't like. Yeah, Angela Jolie. I don't like.
Sounds like someone that works at a diner down the street.
Angie.
I don't like this other zombie either.
I
I'm
think
not
she,
into zombies.
she doesn't look anything like Angelina Jolie.
Definitely don't wanna
like
bang
enough
her.
to imprison her, right?
Now, she must have did something.
No, that's a messed up. Like they imprisoned her for blasphemy. It's like, what is she saying? Like, I don't know.
Does that mean that like Angelina Jolie is divine?
This is kind of like. This is why. Like you don't want to go to the Middle East. Like you can just get thrown in jail for having like a weird Instagram account.
Yeah.
Like she's like gonna like do life in prison now because she like.
They
I
have
don't
their
know.
own rules and regulations.
They don't fuck around those Middle Eastern like.
No, and a girl that looks like
Okay.
Angelina Jolie in prison is going to do very well.
Yes.
With the gods.
Oh yes.
No
Yes.
no shortage of brains for her zombie ass in there.
What else we got, Klaus? What's next here?
People across the U.S. are upset that a second stimulus check didn't come before Christmas. Imagine how much it could have stimulated the economy during our busiest time of spending. This is a big time of year. Everybody goes Christmas shopping. How would you guys have spent your $1,200 check had the government come through?
Jeez, I don't know. I'd probably buy the new PlayStation 5 and a little Coke and just, do Coke off the PS5, man.
You trying to get my pants, Will?
And then I'd call Tonzo and say, "This is how it feels to chew 5 gum," and hang up. That was it.
Well, so
times.
we're not going to get the check.
We're not going to get it, but if you had $1,200 thrown your way, throw away fun money, what would you do?
I just buy some presents. I don't know.
For other people, you just buy some presents for other people and stuff like that?
I got a
Even
dog.
though when I go shopping, I buy half for me, half for everyone else.
I used the last one to get a dog. That's why I named him Sam, because Uncle Sam gave me the money.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's the one in the commercial with me. He's a mutt. He's a cattle dog, boxer, but all kinds of breeds.
Nice.
All kinds of things. But I don't know. I would love another stimulus check. They're fun.
Why not?
Did you ever breed dogs back in the day?
Never.
Never?
No. A friend of mine did.
Yeah.
He used to bring the semen to another state, and then they would put it together.
Drink it.
Bull mastiffs.
I meant more like last call in Boston, but I know just
Of course.
Yeah. Ooh.
$1,200 though, so we'll get some turkeys for the kids and stuff. Some
Yeah,
Lego
we'll do
sets.
something nice with the money.
That's a good move.
take care of the family.
Of course.
Have fun with it. That's the point of a stimulus. You're not supposed to pay rent with that check. You're supposed to You're supposed to
Enjoy yourself. Get a hooker.
buy fireworks. I think that's what everyone
Buy
did in my part of
fireworks.
town, was buy $1,200 worth of straight fireworks and fire them off for a month.
What's your favorite firework?
Finally, someone's asked me this question. I've been waiting. I don't know. I like the one. I used to like the bottle rockets, to be honest. I used to
What
love
about the skyrockets? The big bottle
big
rockets?
bottle rocket. Yeah, those were great. I used to love to put them up my the gutter.
Yeah, you wanna finish that
my
sentence.
ass. I used to put them up the gutter, shoot them up the gutter, and then they got halfway up and explode, and they the dent.
And the house will burn down.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't do it at my neighbor's house, but it would go up and hit the gutter and explode in it, and then pop out a dent from the inside.
That's crazy.
Do you ever have bottle rocket fights with your friends?
Oh yeah.
All the time, man.
Roman candle fight.
Yeah, Roman candle fights are good too.
Yeah.
You said
Jumping
tennis
jacks.
ball
Those are
fights
good ones.
with bottle rockets is like
Oh,
the ultimate.
that's good.
Yeah.
All right, we got an old throwback holiday video. Let's check this out, and then we'll be back to finish up.
Yeah. Woo!
Offended that you're offended by Merry Christmas. I'm offended that you feel the need to neutralize Christmas with Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. I get it. I really do. However, I'd never try and stop someone from enjoying it. I don't want to bang dudes. It's not my thing. But I would never dream of stopping somebody else from celebrating some sweet, sweet piece of man-made. There's no reason to be upset by Merry Christmas. None. Just look at the person's intent. I've been wished Happy Hanukkah before. I'm not Jewish. It's just someone wishing me well. And for that, I'm grateful. There are elementary schools replacing Secret Santa with Secret Friend. First off, if you get upset over Secret Santa, you're a public pussy. Second, let's ignore the fact that Secret Friend sounds more like something that's going to ruin your parents' marriage than bring you holiday joy. This is Mom's secret friend, Frank. We never talk about our secret friend, Frank. Third, who does that? Where do you get the balls to walk into a PTA meeting and propose taking Santa away from children? Do you high-five the other social justice warriors on the way back to the lair like, one day, these 6-year-olds, they're gonna thank me for this. Grow up. It's not about you. None of these children are offended by Merry Christmas or Santa. So from all of us here at BreakingBalls.com, from the bottom of our hearts, have a happy Hanukkah, a happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, and yes, Merry Christmas. And if not, go f*** yourself.
All right, so Klasky, what happened? Santa Claus stopped by the studio and dropped off something?
Old Saint Nick is always good to us this holiday season, but with COVID, he didn't have time to label which ones were which. We got presents, we don't know which ones they are, but we numbered them, and you're going to choose which gift you want from the tree, and we're going to give the special prize for you right here in the studio.
Oh shit! I heard about this.
All right, so
pick a
Mr.
number.
Monday, you can choose first.
Number 6.
Number 6. Mr. Monday, your subscription to Ancestry.com. We know how much you like being Italian. Yeah! But maybe you're not. This is a DNA testing kit, and we're going to send you some real tests to find out how far your ancestors go back.
Okay, great.
And if they're really people.
I mean, if it shows that I'm not Italian at all, I'm not telling you.
If you were anything but Italian, what do you think you'd be?
Egyptian.
Egyptian. Okay.
Thank you.
That
That's a
stuff
great gift.
scares me. I don't like the Ancestry.com stuff.
Did you do it?
No, I won't do it. I'm not going to send my DNA to scientists that I don't know or trust. That's
Yeah.
not.
Why don't you just send it to Evan? He can probably do it for you.
Evan could probably do it.
Yeah.
But like,
Evan
see,
will
the
just
thing
be
is,
like,
it's-
you're Irish.
yeah.
You know, I trust him.
But I trust him. But today they're gonna figure out that you have Italian heritage. Then they might know that you have the potential to be slow or a pedophile. Like your genealogy might tell things about you don't want other people to know.
It's all
How
about
does it tell you
pedophile.
if you're a pedophile?
It's all about that.
You have to go to Chuck E. Cheese for 3 hours and see if you get an erection.
I didn't know pedophile was a
I
nationality.
get an erection. Just the pizza's so good.
It
I
isn't,
get one
but
just looking at the sign.
It's all in your DNA, and all we want is samples of your DNA, Carlos.
Do you think
so.
if your ancestors were pedophiles that you'd be one?
I think that there's a chance that you could have red hair. It could be.
That's my favorite question on
Yeah.
Breaking Balls of all time.
Yeah.
If your ancestors were pedophiles, do you think you would be one?
Let me ask you
Come
something.
back after the break. We'll find out.
Guy shows up to babysit your kids, and he's got the resume out there, and it just, he's like, I worked at Best Buy, drove a bus for a little while, my great-grandfather and his father before him were all pedophiles. You
Yeah.
hiring that guy to babysit your kids?
Hi, I'm Will. Jared from Subway's my uncle. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't happening. All right, well, now that we've got Carlos' DNA all over us, let's let Will make a choice here on the tree.
Whew, I'm going to go with number 3, half of 6.
Number 3, what do we have? We know Will is a cannabis connoisseur, and this is the perfect gift. It is a joint holder so that they don't get crushed in your pocket.
Ooh.
The 2 magnets allow you to keep your cargo safe at all times.
This is awesome. Hey, I would fucking use this and love this.
It's called the Mexican canoe.
I make these. I make these myself, kind of. I jerry rig these out of aluminum foil sometimes and Mentos containers. This would be much better than that.
I bet you could make a good bong.
I do. I make a great bong. I can make whatever you need, man.
Really?
Oh yeah. I can make a lot of crap. I'm kind of like that. But I make a good. I used to make these things. I used to call them a lung. Oh, a lot of people call them lungs. Out of a 2-liter, no water.
I've done that.
2-liter plastic bag.
Gravity
Yeah, but with the plastic bag, and then you suck that thing in.
I bet you make great appetizers.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good.
Yeah.
Big
No,
bread
good apps,
I had a funny feeling.
good bread, good apps. But yeah, that's where it stops.
Right.
Be a man. Stop at appetizer.
Make apps, be a man.
Yeah, make apps.
That device looks like how rich people would carry their M&Ms, right?
Or their Xanax.
That makes
You
more
just take
sense,
one
yeah.
Xanax out of there, I'm feeling nervy.
We should make the Xanax Pez dispenser. That would be pretty cool.
Just looks like a real.
So does it really
housewife.
matter what number I pick? 'Cause I'm sure you already have a question for me.
No,
Right, really.
because you
I'm
could get
sure.
Will could end up with one that you
It's
would
like,
prefer.
yeah.
All right, what's number 1?
Number 1, let me see. Let me look at the bag. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, Mr. Money, this one's perfect for you. You're a busy guy and you need your energy to be at peak performance. But the Nidra Deep Rest Eye Mask is like having a personal blackout curtain in your eyes, so we can shut you down when you need to cool off. Do you want this so that you can get some long-deserved shut-eye?
No. I mean, it's like a brow in your face.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want that.
I fucking have
I want
one
to
of
be.
these. I have one
It's
of
like
these.
It's like the doctor wants you to take medicine because you're messed up. He wants you to take lithium or something. I want to be messed up and be who I am. I don't
Yeah.
want. I want to have bad sleeping habits. I want to have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want a bra on your face?
No, I don't. I want to be who I am.
Someone gave me one of these as a gift, and I used it for a long time I used it. I did like it on planes, I must say, because you kind of feel like your eyes aren't touching anything. But I used it at home, and I remember thinking this is pointless. You know what I mean? And anyway, it ended up falling apart. And now when I need darkness, I just tie this thing around my eyes, and I feel like that just makes me look so much more badass and crazy.
I'm afraid of the dark.
It's like the Indiana Jones when you pull the hat down.
Yeah. So
Who's afraid of the dark here?
I don't.
my dog is.
We're all men.
My
Yeah.
puppy is afraid
Don't
of
be
it.
afraid of the dark. Be a
I
man.
mean, I'm afraid of the dark. I'm just being honest with you guys, being candid. All right, what's the next one?
This one is up to Will. Will gets to pick from the Christmas
Oh,
tree.
I'm gonna go with 2.
If you are always late because you can't find your keys, this next present may change your life. It's called the Tile Mate. It's time to put an end to your forgetfulness. The Tile Mate is so popular because it easily attaches to commonly forgotten items. The next time you lose your keys, they can just use an app to ping the tile and quickly find them and meet you there.
That'd be great for my wallet. I often lose.
Do you,
Really?
Not like just around the house, not like out and about, like in the world.
Can't find it.
at
Does your
home.
dog ever take your stuff?
Yeah, once, not very often, but once in a while. He takes the TV remote and hides it around.
This is a true story. On Route 1 South, I was behind a car pulling out of a gas station, and right before they pulled on the highway, they threw a wallet out with the cash taken out of it, so it fell out separately. And I pull out, I got the wallet, I got the cash. There was like $200 worth of like liquor gift cards in there, and one of these tile devices, like one of the tracking. things or
Wow,
whatever.
really?
Yeah. And guy's information, I tried contacting him, whatever like that. Didn't answer me back. So I assumed somebody murdered him and threw his wallet out the window. But I got
With the
$200 out
cash
of
in
it.
it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So do you still have it?
I got rid of the tile device and the guy's
Body.
body.
That is a good Christmas gift, though, I must say, for
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, those things are pretty good.
Mr. Monday, you're up.
What's still left? What numbers?
Let's look at the tree. What do we got? What do we got?
You got 5.
What numbers left?
4 and 5.
Pick a number, 4 or 5.
I already picked 4.
Pick it again.
We're gonna get it.
All right, I'll take number 3.
All right. Number 3. This one, oh yeah. Oh,
the
look, you got
second
number
time.
3. All right, Carlo.
4 and 5. Number 3.
You're known for playing in like 20 softball leagues and running around like you're 25 years old. All this activity can take a real toll on your body, and that is why Theragun Elite will allow you to massage those sore muscles like a pro.
Yeah.
Think of this hard dong beating on all the sensitive parts of your body where you need it most, Carlo.
I would go to Dr. Amar and have him take care of me.
The stuff that you can't get in the locker room after all the sweaty guys finished 9 innings, this can pound it into you until you feel ready to just sleep.
I don't want this thing.
No?
No, I
It's
don't
like
want
Getting beaten with a car.
It's like $400 too.
I'll just go to Dr. Amar, one of our sponsors at 444 Humphrey Street.
That's
Touch
the
a
way
Health
to go.
Chiropractic. He's got always has a nice girl there, give you a massage, or he'll do it
Yeah.
himself in his underwear.
Yep.
In his underwear.
Yep.
And that guy can pound way harder than this machine.
I go to a guy in Quincy, you know, I make him dress like a lady and call me Ariana Grande the whole time. But see, I've looked into buying one of these, and they cost like $400, and
Holy shit.
People say they're
And then
great.
you got to do it.
and it just looks like a power tool too. Like I'm like, there's
I'd use
gotta be
it
a
once
way
or
I can
twice
just
and I'd never
punch
use it
myself
again.
in the leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can punch myself in the calves. I don't need a machine to do it for me.
You know what I would do? I would drop it off in an old folks' home with a porno mag and just see what they think it is.
It's like, is this the COVID vaccine? You know, they're excited about it in the old folks' home.
That was the Theragun. That means we're on to
Final
you,
one.
Noonan. You get to pick on the Christmas
What's the last one left? 5?
tree. Yes. It's 5. No, number 3. This is number 3. Eating good goes hand in
This bit
hand
crashed.
with the holidays. The Monday Show is gifting you with an Omaha Steaks package with pork, seafood, and delicious steaks. These frozen entrees are easy to cook and they taste amazing. Omaha Steaks, people.
We had them in our house
pretty
growing
good.
up. We
They're
always
pretty good.
had the Omaha Steaks
They're good.
subscription. And one of the coolest things, and I don't know why they don't even advertise this, is that every Omaha Steaks shipment comes with dry ice. And that's like so fucking dope.
Man, damn.
You know, you get to play with the dry ice. You can use the dry ice to do other shit, to keep other stuff. You put that stuff in with some beers. Your beers will be cold for a
right.
fucking year, man.
If you touch a penny to dry ice, it screams. Serious. Copper reacts with dry
McKlasky
ice.
on the dark.
It's good. No,
tip
Omaha
tonight.
Steaks, it's good stuff.
Oh yeah, for real.
You know?
I have them in my freezer, and I always it's like the next day, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had something to eat, and then I think of the like 24 hours before I should have taken them out of the freezer, and I'd be all set.
They're like bricks. They're like glass. That right? You know what I mean? That sound they make
Yeah.
when you get them. It's like clank, clank, clank. Omaha Steaks, man. I could do an ad.
You're
for
eating
them.
good.
You should.
I should, you know.
I mean, seriously, you should be
Get
doing,
at me,
you should be doing
Omaha.
a bunch of commercials.
Trying.
know?
You know. I can't. I can only do one automobile at a time.
Yeah, they won't let you do that.
That's really where I'm in demand.
But you could be like,
I mean, look at me, you know, car, you know, no. But they, I got one coming up, an audition for something today I saw, and I was like, that'd be kind of weird. Damn, I can't remember what it was, but I do all kinds of products, toothpaste. I was the Staples guy before I was the Honda guy.
You look like a Staples guy.
Staples. Staples has everything.
I would love to see you in a Staples shirt, a red one.
Yeah, I never did that. I did
yeah.
I went around Staples and I asked people like, do you think we sell this like duct tape here? And they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, we do. That was it. That was all I did.
So this is the last show of 2020.
That's right.
We got 2 more gifts.
We got,
Two more gifts?
We don't want to end yet. We got 2
shit.
more gifts,
Man's guys.
and they're coming out physically, and they're being presented by somebody very special.
This is a magic television moment right here.
What do we got?
Man guy.
Nice.
Holy
Thank you.
shit! It's
Thank you.
dude.
Do we have to open it now?
Thank you.
Okay.
That's a guy from TikTok.
It's a Be a Man guy. It's a TikTok guy.
Oh,
Look at
shit! Oh my god, dude.
You just got bar mitzvahed, kid.
Dude, that's
Get your Be a Man apparel, okay?
Fuck it,
I'll send you the link. Look at that.
look at that.
What a nice hat.
that's
nice
a
and
nice
comfortable.
shirt.
I feel more like a man now that I have this hat.
I'm gonna get. I can feel my pubes growing right now.
Carlo, your confirmation and when you put that hat on your head, right? Those are the 2 parts when you felt more like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be a man. Wow, dude, this is really nice.
Hey, so Clutch, great job, 2020. How about a hand for McKlasky?
Yeah, I feel bad. We didn't give him anything.
No, no.
How about a round of applause?
I saw all the merchandise.
What a job McKlasky does every week.
Every week.
You know?
Great.
So next year, we're changing some stuff up, 2021. We're not going to tell you. It's going to be a surprise. But the Monday show's going to be even better. You going to be on our first show?
I would love to, man.
All right, maybe we got to book him right now, guys. Because you don't do the Monday night thing until the pandemic,
Until the
right?
pandemic ends,
Yeah.
but
So
you
we got
guys.
to get as most as we can out of this
I'm
guy.
here anytime
All right?
you guys want. This is always one of my favorites.
we gotta
And
line
thanks
them up.
again for helping me out with the engagement
Good
ring,
job.
man.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it, dude.
Hey, 2020 wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so
For
bad.
you.
I got a dog. Got engaged.
Yeah. Might turn out horrible, but hopefully it doesn't.
That's kind of what you tell yourself, you know. Don't read the Twitter comments. That's for sure. A lot of people who had bad marriages give me advice.
Hey, so anyways, follow Be a Man, guys. You know, Be a Man, the biggest, hottest thing since Gundam Men.
Gundam style. Gundam style.
Follow at Breaking Balls
Yep.
and I Love Mondays. You got to follow all our social media.
Get some of this too, man. This is soft.
This
It's
is
a
good
soft
stuff.
tea. It's a good Christmas present for somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, nice softy.
Get it for somebody who's a man, and get it for somebody, ironically, who isn't.
I was gonna say, get it for a woman who's like on the fence. She's like thinking about being trans, and she kind of feels like she's a dude. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
be a man.
Yeah.
Elliot Page.
You don't know if you, Elliot Page, be a man. Let's get 50 of these for her.
This is like a hat Eminem would wear.
Him.
You know?
Yeah, you need to do a rap battle right now.
Yeah. Hey, listen, don't forget your last couple Mondays of the year, guys, okay? You got to still finish up strong every Monday. Finish up strong Fridays, too. All right, so listen, Monday on 3, we'll see you in 2021. See you next year. Mondays on 3.